Hello everyone and welcome to Physics 1. This is the introduction to each series. So, what is physics? Physics is one of the branches of science. There are four branches of science, and let me write it down for you. Science. So first is we have biology. So when we say biology, this is about life. This is not a philosophical discussion about what life is, but rather this is about the study of living things. So that involves us, microorganisms, plants, animals, and so on and so forth. As long as it's a living thing, it's part of biology. Second is we have geology. So when we say geology, this is about Earth. So we learn about what? The world around us, basically. Like how rocks are formed, what are the different types of rocks? Because I do believe that there are different types of rocks out there, such as igneous rocks, which is basically a rock formed after the process of solidification, in which they are just initially a magma, or in other words, a lava on the Earth's surface. Then you will be learning other stuff like weather, like you'll be asking to yourself like what's the weather for today, and what's the difference between a climate and a weather, and so on and so forth. It basically talks about Earth and the natural phenomena that happens there. All right. So okay, that's geology. Now next is we have chemistry. Chemistry is about the study of the chemical properties. Okay, chemical properties. Sorry for my handwriting. Let me fix that. Again, chemical properties of a certain substance. Like for example, an ice cube, you know, if we put it on a room temperature, it will melt. If you put it on a colder temperature, it will just become, yeah, if you're going to touch it, it will become colder, but at the same time, it's still solid, you know. And what happens if, like, let's just say the ice melts to the point that it became a liquid state, in which it became a water, and let's just say there's an increase of temperature, you know. So if there's an increase of temperature while in the state of liquid, what happens is that it dries out. In other words, it became evaporated to the point that it transformed into a gas state. Okay, that's interesting. All right, but there are other substances that you're going to learn in chemistry, especially about, like, for example, for the metals. You will learn that metals are actually good conductor of heat and electricity. So yeah, now we will go to the fourth one, physics. Okay, what is physics? Physics, let me give you a one word for that. Physics is why. Makes sense. Physics is about why. You know, why, to be particular, why do they behave that way? Let me give an example, like the water, the ice cube. Remember the example I explained earlier, right? If you put it on a room and in a room temperature, it will melt. Okay, we know how, but why? Why is it that if you're going to melt the ice, you need to put it on the room temperature or maybe higher temperature to the point that it will it will make the ice, I mean, transform into its liquid state. Why though? So physics will help us know the answer, right? Especially like, for example, I have a ball here, right? A basketball actually. It's actually a deflated basketball, but yeah, this is a basketball. Now, Commonly, if we drop an object, it will fall down just like this, right? It falls down. Now, here's the thing. Okay, commonly we know it falls down because of from our experience, you know. And at the same time, we know how it falls. It's because of gravity. Gravity is what pulling us down. That's why when we go up, we go down. But here's the thing. Why? Why though? Like, okay, gravity pulls us down, but why down, not upward? Why is it that we're being pulled downward, but not upward? And here's the thing, if we're being pulled downward, then I think we should be like, in the depths of the earth. Like, if we're being pulled down, then, we're literally going down. But no, we are actually on the earth's surface. So what makes us stay here? Well, the fact that we are actually being pulled down by the gravity. Physics will tell you that. Okay? Physics will give you the answers. According to Ling, Sani, and Mobs from 2016, forgive me if my pronunciation is wrong. So this one, according to them, is understanding of all natural phenomena. So just like, yeah, the ice cube, especially the dropping of the object like this, their physics will help you understand how, I mean, not only how, but why it started. So physics, it came from the Greek word, I think, thesis, or forgive me if, again, my pronunciation is wrong, but here's a word for it, right? Which means nature. So this is not about, again, life science, right? Because if you're talking about life science, we're talking about, literally the nature itself, like plants, the forest, like especially what are the animals or insects live in the forest or in the nature, literally speaking. But here, it's about the phenomenon, you know. So here, in order to understand the basic mechanics underlying all phenomena, in other words, in order for us to understand what's happening around us, we must learn its relation with energy, matter, space, and time. All right. It states here basically, in order to understand the basic mechanics underlying all phenomena, it is concerned with understanding the interactions of energy, matter, space, and time. So, okay, that's interesting. All right. Now, what are the topics that you will be learning in this series? So, I think you've already seen it earlier, but here are the topics. All right. So first is the units and measurements. So those like unit conversions, kilometers, miles, yards, volume, liters. You will learn that, right? Second is you will also learn about scalar and vector. So this is about basically, it's like there is a given units, and at the same time you will learn about its direction. Like not only you will be learning about the application of units and measurements in this topic, but you will be also learning about there are physical quantities that involves direction. All right. Then here we are also going to learn about the study of the motion here. Then here you will be also learning about forces, and here you will be also learning about Newton's law of gravitation. Then here we will talk about motion, but in circular way. Then we have momentum, work and energy, and special relativity. All right. And I mentioned, right, there are actually, oh wait, or maybe I didn't mention that there is a second part of physics, right? Right? We have physics one and we have physics two. So what is physics 2? All right. Physics 2 is just a continuation of physics 1. All right. So the same introduction of physics, physics is about understanding of all natural phenomena. Yeah. All right. That's basically what physics is about, like why do they behave in that certain way? Yes. All right. But for physics 2, you will be learning different topics. All right. Different topics, but it's still part of physics. All right. So it's like we have the first part here, that physics 2 is the second part. All right. So that will be all, guys. So I hope I will see you again to the next part, or the first part actually. So see you soon. Oh, wait. Let me show my reference. All right, there we go. So yeah, that will be all, guys. See you soon.